All right, what's happening? What's happening? So this is Jay Johnson, and I got my dog who I call Will.
Yes, yes, yes.
so so Will is actually a client, a great trucking company carrier, and he's also a dispatcher. So he's helping me get out the shadows so I can bring some knowledge and information to everybody who is getting into this game or trying to grow their companies at the end of the
Yep,
day. You know,
yep,
so
yep.
we're gonna start having some real conversations between ourselves with clients, dispatching clients, finance and insurance clients. Just to be clear, I'm a commercial finance and insurance advisor, so I handle trucking insurance and trucking financing. Will is a dispatcher, so we're gonna start bringing some conversations that I feel like the industry needs,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Give the people what they need to do before they started getting started into the business. You know what I mean? Anyway,
mm-hmm.
what's up, guys? My name is Williamson Alisma. I'm the owner of Alisma Logistics and also Alisma Dispatch. And without Jay, we wouldn't have Alisma. Without Jay, we wouldn't have Alisma. Jay been giving us a lot of help with financing truck. And we on our second finance with you, right, Jay?
Yeah,
And to
yeah.
be honest with you, when I first met you, for some reason we thought it was a scam. You know, what I mean, we're like, no, it's too real to be true. That cannot be true. It's too real to be true because we was going around and getting turned down by everybody. You know what I mean? Oh, you guys know that we need this, you need this, you need this. Getting turning down by everybody, and you'd be like, oh. And then one of my guys tell me about you, and boom, we met this guy online, don't even know us or anything. He just be like, send me documents, I'm gonna get you this. Man, and I get to the point, I talk to my partner, I'll be like, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. Whatever happened, we're gonna figure it out later. Let's take a chance.
Yeah,
Boom,
Cora wasn't feeling that at first. Like, who the heck is
yeah,
this dude here?
yeah.
Of course,
So I was like, no, he cannot be right. That's it. I said, Koa, man, he was a problem. I said, Koa, okay, the best we can do is try. If he
yeah,
messed up, he messed up. That's the business. If he messed up, he messed up. That's with that being said, the trucking industry, man, there's a lot of people, Jay, they just heard, hey, I heard about box truck. I need to jump in, and then jump in 2, 3 months, 5 months, they went out of business.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
the trucking business is not temporary, it's a long-term investment.
yeah,
That's why it's always good when somebody get in, you rent first. So you can see your up and down, because if you jump in and boom, you buy a truck, you stuck with the truck now. You stuck with the truck. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's always good. Renting gonna cost you, it's gonna cost you some dollars. I'm telling you now, it's gonna cost you some dollars. But the best you can do is rent and then finance, because I remember when I first started renting truck, man, it was costing me like 25, 30, 30, $3,000, 2,500 to $3,000 a week.
mm. Just a
A
week.
week,
Yeah,
a week. That's more than a truck payment. But believe me, even you don't have no credit, bad credit. If you have even you have bad credit, as long as you meet the bare minimum to finance a truck, it's not gonna be that much every month. I was paying that a week. And then the renting companies, I feel like since they know how people using box truck now, because before they was using box truck to move from house to house. Now they see, okay, people using box truck to make that
hmm,
much that much thing, that man, they put themselves together and gang up on people. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And man, I was paying 3,000, and then you limited on mileage. I remember there's a trucking company, there's a box truck rental company I rent from them. Cause me, I put some mileage on this truck. Yeah, I'll push 12,000 mile a week.
hmm, hmm,
And then the trucking company was getting mad. The rental company was getting mad, getting upset. Hey, we didn't.
Now, which company was that?
Man, I wouldn't want to. I didn't want to say the name, but we got.
Well, yeah, I definitely want, I want these because, and the reason why I asked that is because I have this conversation with people, and I, even though my job is to offer the finance so you can purchase, a lot of people, when you come to me, I want to be your advisor, I want to be your advisor. I want to tell you the best route. And even though I'm still a fan of renting first, but the only reason is because a lot of people who's getting into this industry now, they're coming from other industries. Maybe they had another business or they had a job somewhere. But one thing that has to happen, there has to be a mindset shift. You have to understand how to run a business and how to run a trucking business. And when you jump into this thing and you automatically want to buy a truck, you taking on debt and you don't know the first thing.
Oh yeah.
How to book a load, what is a load, what is weight, all this stuff. You don't know anything about that. And now you taking on this insurance cost, this truck note, and now you on top of that, you're taking on stress. All right. And then you make decisions, stress that could be bad decisions. And the internet says the first 90 days is tough. It can be tough, when you get your authority.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let you touch on that too, on the dispatcher side, but that first 90 days is crucial for really understanding how you're going to create the systems and in your business. I can't stress that enough. In your business, this ain't no gig or you are building a business for a specific reason. You should know what that specific reason is. And for green people who are just coming from just a whole completely different industry and expecting to buy a truck and get into that truck, the success rate from what I've seen is not great. It's not what YouTube is saying that you're going to make all this money, and people will realize that when they stuck in the damn Appalachian Mountains or something, we're on a breakdown and all this, just the real deal stuff. And when you own these trucks, you're responsible for those breakdowns. You got to get that thing from point A to point B, and then you got to get the load off your truck and all this stuff, And so
in some cases, let's say for example, you have a load on your truck. Most of the time your truck break down, you'll find some workers. They try to take over, help you out about removing the load in your truck because that's their load. They're gonna lose money.
Yeah.
You will find some of them be like, man, since I have to take over the load, I'm not paying you nothing. Some of them will be like, hey, I'm gonna still pay you, or some of them gonna be like, I'll pay you half of it, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the rental company, I'm gonna tell you a bad experience I had with Enterprise.
Okay.
Enterprise, what they do, that you go to them, be like, hey, I need a truck. They'll be like, how many miles you think you can run in a week? I'm like, hey, I can run 5,000. They see you running 10,000. They don't care. They're cool with it because they're getting paid. But let's say, for example, you take the truck in Indiana. I'm from Indiana. And then the truck break down in Colorado. You call them, hey, I need you to go send somebody or send me another truck. I'm in Colorado. The first thing they're gonna be like, well, we didn't rent you the truck to go to Colorado. We rented to you to stay in Indiana. You see the kind of mind game they play? Yeah, that's the kind of mind game they play when it comes time for them to go get the truck, because you're gonna cause them tow truck. You're gonna cause them tow truck to go take all this kind of stuff.
And now Enterprise, because I remember I asked you your opinion. Well, okay, that's your experience with Enterprise on the issue where when you drive and you got a breakdown issue. What about the cost? Like, isn't there them kind of they kind of like one of the better ones on cost.
When it comes to cost, he's good. He's better in price.
Okay.
But the condition not gonna work for you because they limited you on mileage.
Okay.
They limited you on mileage, and you almost have to bring that truck every 2 weeks for service. You have to bring that truck in every 2 weeks for service. But believe me, when you have a truck that's on the road, because as I told you, like everybody, I dispatch also. I usually book my load back to back. Once you ask me and then they call me, hey, you're gonna need this truck on Friday. You call me on Wednesday or Thursday, you tell me you're gonna need the truck on Friday. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to cancel load. And as a carrier, it doesn't look good on your 411 page for canceling loads. After you book a load, you cancel the load and you cannot give a valid reason. It's not gonna look good for you on your reputation, on your business reputation. You know what I mean? So the only reason why it's always good to rent first before you purchase a truck is because the trucking business is tricky. Money come in, money go out exactly the same way they come in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you need to get your feet wet a little bit to see if that's for you, because you need on that trucking industry, you need to be up. You need to be up. Like when I say up, for example, you'll find carrier that they start the business. Okay, I'm a owner. I got a driver. I hire a dispatcher. The dispatcher will never run your business the way you're gonna run it yourself. Mm-hmm. We got some owner that don't know what is a load board. Yeah. They're expecting the dispatcher to do it all for them. And then the dispatcher not really gonna do what you will do. You know what I mean? But me, when I first started, I had dispatcher, I had my own load board too. I'm gonna be on the board. I'm searching for load and I'm taking screenshot of loads, sending them to my dispatcher. Because the way you focus on it, your dispatcher not on it like that. Let's say the dispatcher got 2, 3, 4 other carrier they're working on. You know what I mean? They just take a look right there, stuff like that. That's how you work. So that's the only benefit in renting when you first started. You basically see what the game is, if that's your type of environment, because you'll find worker that's harassing you, talk bad to the way they talk to you, they're rude, they're disrespectful. But at the end of the day, you need to put in your head, hey, it's just business. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just business, yeah.
Yeah, and so coming from a dispatcher company, you still promote where I think it's a good business practice for, you know, a new company to use dispatcher company, but also don't be ignorant to the fact that you need to understand how to dispatch yourself, and you need to be on there looking for loads as well.
Yourself. Yes, because I'm a dispatcher. Me, the only reason I will tell you I'm a good dispatcher. And anybody that work under my dispatching company, I told you from beginning, hey, this is how I want you to run, that is how I want you to run. And I think the only reason why I'm like that because I am a carrier also. I know the pain of a carrier. I know how they run. I know they need to pay gas every Friday. I know they have to pay insurance every month. I know they have to pay their driver every week. I know that truck, if they're renting, they need to pay for the truck. They need to pay for mileage. Mm-hmm. Like me, when somebody running their own trucking company, I book them different load than the one that are renting. Because let's say, for example, there's something called dead mile on the trucking company. Dead mile is how many miles you're gonna drive to pick up the load. If I know you're renting, I'm not gonna let the dead mile pass over 50 miles because I know you're paying per mile. If the person on the truck, I'm gonna book you a load that's like 100 miles away. I'm gonna make sure you get paid for the mileage, or they pay you half for the mileage you're gonna drive to pick up the load. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But some dispatcher don't even know what is a ELD inside the truck. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You'll find a lot of people on Facebook just selling dispatching cars.
Even new trucking company owners don't know what ELD is. So
yeah, they don't know what is a ELD. They don't know what is the compliance, how many hours the driver can drive. What they don't know how you want. They're just gonna book you the load, told on you, hey, I got this load, you want to boom, and then you'll find some dispatcher they just worry about their cut. Me, there's certain state I'm not gonna send you there. If you send me the load, the screenshot, hey, I need this load going to, for example, Colorado. I'm gonna tell you straight up, hey, Colorado is not for buckshot. You're gonna be stuck there for a couple of days. You might be lucky get there and then get a load right back out, but that's like really, really, really rare. You know what I mean? Really difficult. And I will tell you up front, you find a lot of dispatch on the game. They were lying to, hey, I can get you rolling on the road. No, don't. That's what they need to stop. Stop lying to those people, making them think, hey, this business is good. I find this guy that dispatch. He said, if I get a truck, I get on the road, he's gonna get me rolling 24/7. No, he's not always like that. One, it can be 3 weeks is good, and then the whole month is bad. You know what I mean? that's how the game is.
Yeah.
So me coming from the carrier side and be a dispatcher also, so I basically know the game and I know how it is. I help out a lot with my carriers, and I'm also like a mentor. When you sign up with me, Jay, I book you a load. You don't have to worry about not getting paid. You're gonna get paid. I don't know how they're gonna find the money to pay you, but you're gonna get paid. I know my way. I know where to go to get you paid, because every broker got an insurance company. For them to become a broker, they have a bond they pay. So I'm gonna go after that bond. I give you 2 days to pay me. After 2 days, your insurance company gonna call you. It's like when you have a car, you drive and you have an accident. They pay for the accident, your insurance gonna go up. It's almost the same thing in the trucking industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I basically know where to go to get my carrier paid. You're gonna get your money. And once you sign up with me, even I do open contract with all my carrier. You can work with other dispatcher to find your load, or you can look for yourself. I don't mind. Let's say I was looking for you, say, hey, I found a load, I'm going to Illinois. I say, okay, let me know where in Illinois I'm looking ahead for you. Even I did not book you the load. Another dispatcher book you that load, you having trouble getting paid or having issue, call me. Call me anytime, because I work around the clock. I'm gonna figure it out. And with no cost. I'm not gonna like, hey, I'm gonna charge you. No, with no cost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely you working around the clock. I think that's how we click, because as a client will call me, I'm working. We both working.
Yes.
All times, and that's, I know his work ethic, so that's why, a lot of I feel comfortable with connecting, Will, with clients of mine.
But I will tell you that, Jay, once after you got me their first finance for something I thought that was impossible. You know what I mean? I'd be like, dang, if he can make that happen, he can do it again. You remember, I'll be like, hey, I need another truck. You said, listen, if you need another truck, give me 2-3 months. 2-3 months, I come back. You got me another truck. You know what I mean? But I would say in the finance department and insurance, and what I like more about you is that, like, when I'm working with a carrier, if you are the insurance agent, all I need to say, hey, I need a certificate of insurance for this company. It's called, text it to you. You don't even take 30 seconds for it to respond. Hey, I will get it to you in a minute. And in a minute, boom, I got it on my email. Because once you booking load for a carrier, that you will need that process to be fast.
Yeah.
Because it takes 1 minute for a load to be on the board, 1 minute for it to be gone.
Yeah.
So once you find a broker give you the load, they say, hey, I need a certificate of insurance. I need to be able to call Jay. Hey, Jay, I need a certificate of insurance sent to that person. And then boom, you say, because I don't care what time I call you. You don't care what time I call you. You always available. If I say, Jay, I need a certificate of insurance, boom, you send it. That's why I'm like, dang, you should be my insurance agent for a long ass time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, I respect the time, because I know on your end what the dispatcher trying to do to book that load, and you need that COI. And for people who, new people who just get into the industry, that COI is a certificate of insurance.
It's a certificate of insurance. Basically, most broker want you to list them as a beneficiary. So you put and then only your insurance agent can do that, or you have to call the insurance company. You stay on hold. You don't know how long they're gonna take. But once you have an insurance agent, like my guy Jay, man, one text, hey, I need to
Now, all insurance agents ain't created equal, and I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying that because I gotta work with other agents in the finance realm. You know, when customers come to me trying to get a truck finance and they maybe have another agent, then I gotta work with those agents, and they take forever with stuff. And I'm in the mindset, hey, we gotta move, baby. You know, that's the name of the game. Like, we gotta get, especially when you guys when carriers, when they done bought their truck or rented their truck and they trying to get a load, the COIs is on point. That you need that certificate of insurance to keep moving. I want to finish, Will, my thought on that renting, because I know our this conversation, I didn't know we were going to talk about renting trucks, and it sounded like we were a little bit biased on people should rent, and I think I am. You know, for people, if somebody come to me and they have been driving, you know what I'm saying, they know the business, I'm not going to be discussing no rent. You feel me? Yeah, hey brother, let's get this truck. Let's try to finance. Let me try to finance you, get the best terms that I can get for you, and move forward. But
let me tell you this, Jay. Let me tell you this. Financing a truck is a win-win. No matter what, you're not losing. Especially the way the market is. If you decide, hey, I finance this truck, I'm trying to do the business, I don't like it, I'm not getting to it. You can rent that truck out to any carrier, like for $1,500 a week.
Well, but that's, again, so you gotta have a mindset shift first to understand what your options are when times get hard. You know, when people are under stress, they think their only option is to go out of business or to, turn that truck in or to default. And there are many other options. And you gotta brainstorm, you gotta have a plan. And what's your the correct term is dispositions. And honestly, everybody who getting into business, you need to understand how you're going to get out of business. Meaning how you're gonna sell that company one day, you're gonna pass it down one day. What you're gonna do with those assets in that company? You know, when things get hard, how you gonna sell it off? How you gonna rent it off? You know what I mean? And that's just, being a business owner, you gotta have that mindset. And that's more so what I want people to understand and what I want to advise people on before you make that transition into taking on debt that can bring on stress, that can bring on, it can defeat the purpose of you trying to gain freedom, because now you feel like you're trapped. Shit. You know what I mean? So with the renting, I'm for it for people who are completely new to the industry. You need, before you make that commitment to buy a truck, you definitely should understand your business model, take classes, understand business. Because I've seen people go out of business who just don't understand within months, and everybody think that it's not going to be them. But if you're not educating yourself about this industry or just business in general, and you think you're just going to wing it, you're going to have a tough ride. And and the biggest thing, Will, is that I want people just to, listen to their advisors, listen to your dispatcher.
That's a good thing. Yeah, listen to. You find some dispatcher that don't have any knowledge of they only know about dispatch. You know, I mean, me, that's why I'm like a mentor too. Because I told you, hey, I'm gonna mentor you, because I can tell you don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna lead you to it step by step, because I want you to be successful. That's just me. A lot of dispatchers don't really know anything about joy. They know, okay, I need to go on the load board, because dispatching, you just go on the load board. Some of them don't even know how to negotiate the rate, the price. You just tell them, hey, they call the dispatch, the broker be like, hey, I need $1,200 for that load. The broker be like, no, I cannot do it. Okay, bye. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to start from the base, you start a conversation, you know what I mean, and then get to negotiate the price, because I cannot count how many times I call a broker. Hey, we started talking 2-3 minutes before we even start talking about loads. And at the end, you'll be like, you know what, man, you sound cool. I'll give it to you. Because once you don't know the game, you basically bring the trucking business down. Because you're gonna come to the board, you take anything you see, you take anything that come your way, because you see the dollar sign, anything, because the money gonna look good in the board. When you see $800, you're gonna be like, oh, I can do that in one day. You bring it down. You know what I mean? So that's why he's good. He's really good to have a little knowledge, or have somebody that already been in the business to lead you, to like basically help you step by step. And then believe me, you're gonna be more successful than just figure it out by yourself. Because hey, there can be some big fail. You can go down so low you cannot even get up in the trucking business, man. Because like I said, hey, it's a big industry. There's a lot of money. There's not enough money for all of us to survive. But if you not be careful, you can be lost.
So let me ask you what you think the core thing to be successful in this industry is. Because I mean, you seeing money, you know, you making money on the carrier side, right? So what's and don't forget Cora now, because you know you got a partner.
Yeah.
You know, so don't be over here bragging about it. You know?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't make it without Cora. I mean, I'm telling you that I wouldn't make it. I hope she don't. She'll be like, you say my name too late now. Yeah, I wouldn't make it without Cora, because me and my company, I basically deal with more like, I will deal with like the driver, the load board. I will deal with the broker when it comes time to pay. Hey, I want you to pay me stuff. But I will deal with like the FMCSA paperwork, the banking stuff, finance stuff, pay the drivers, pay the insurance. When there's claim to file on our business card, because you know we wanting business, you find a bunch of fraud to your account. She will take care of this stuff. You know what I mean? But when it comes to that business to be successful, you need to be about it. Because sometimes, when I first started, sometimes I'm sleeping 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up. So now I don't even go to social media on my phone no more. The load board is my best friend. Because sometimes you find the best load around 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And I do that for myself, I do that for my carrier. That's why my computer is set up right by my bed. I roll over, I'm in there. You know what I mean? So the best way to be successful in this business is mindset, and you need to have some rules in your life, because money come. The money gonna come. Don't see you make like $12,000 this week. Oh, I'm gonna make it again next week. Next week might come, you make only $100. So if you already blow that money, you know, because $12,000 can pay your bill for that trucking for a whole month. But since you make it so fast, and you be like, oh, I'm gonna make it tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that. Like today, I have a carrier. I only book him partial load. Partial load in total, he make $6,000. The way he do it, he pick them up state by state, and they're short load.
How does that work now? Help now explain to the dude who be in the office, don't be in the field. How does partials work? So in my mind, in a box truck, is you picking up one, don't you got to time that shit perfectly to pick up and drop off? You know, because
most of the time you find a load that go in the same direction and they deliver tomorrow. So let's say you wake up in the morning, you go on the board, you see a load that's pick up at 7 in the morning. He's like 10 feet.
Will, I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. All right. So again, and I'm asking this question because I know other people might have this question. Now, if I'm thinking about now again, we talking about box trucks, but if you look at a hot shot driver who got like a big old trailer, you know, they can easily, I can see how they can get different loads that's going to go different places because it's just a damn forklift coming to put something down. All right.
It's the same for the box truck.
But in the,
because sometimes you go pick up the load, he's one pallet, he's a big U-box.
Okay. But what if it's in the back of the, that's what I'm saying, it's got to be some timing and planning, right?
It's not going to be an issue because how you do it, the one you pick up first, you drop them last. The one you pick up last, you drop them first.
Oh, I feel you on that.
You know what I mean? And then whenever you go to drop it off, the person that's unloading the truck with the forklift, they don't care. They will remove all your stuff to take what's theirs and then put all your stuff back in. Yeah.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
Without no issue, you tell them, hey, your box is all the way in the back. They get in there, remove all your stuff, put them out for you, and then they get. No, they're not. They're not.
Yeah,
because
okay, that's
you basically doing them a favor. Because once you take, let's say for example, you take a box in New York, you're going to California, it's one box. That's like that's over almost 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
You're taking that for $2,000. 2,000 miles. If you're gonna do $2 a mile, that's $4,000. And you're taking it half price for them. But the only reason why you're taking it half price because you're gonna have, like, let's say you pick up three partial loads
on the way.
3 partial load. That's $6,000 going to California, all going to the same direction. You know what I mean? The same mileage, but more money. Stuff like that. That's how you want.
It sounds like partials is a great way to make some cash, ain't it?
Yes, but it can be a headache too. Because let's say, for example, you take 3 loads, right? Next day you go drop off one. Once you went there, they'll be like, well, the appointment not till 3 o'clock. 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, most shipper close. You wait. By the time you get to the next appointment, they're already closed. Now you miss the second one. So you see, you miss one appointment, can mess up the whole week in your hand.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're doing an Amazon load. Sometimes Amazon cannot find people to take their load in their board. They can put it in DAT. And you pick up that load, you have to drop it off Wednesday, 1 o'clock in the morning. If you miss that 1 o'clock appointment, believe me, they're gonna switch it for next Wednesday. They don't care where you're gonna hold that load. They don't care. I told you missed the appointment. You're gonna come back next Wednesday. You stuck with that load in your truck. You stuck with it on your truck. You know what I mean? And that's where the insurance come handy, because they have your insurance. You destroy that load, they're gonna file a claim with your insurance, or something happened to that load, they're gonna file a claim with your insurance. Yeah. And believe me, even it was the key that was in that truck. That key cost $25. When they're filing that claim, that key costs $25,000. It's not $25 no more. It's the insurance that's paid. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why, like, I don't really mess with partial load unless the carrier really wanna do it, and I'm gonna do it for you. And I tell you, the good and bad about that come with it. But he's some fast money. He's a easy money to make.
What? Okay. So we was on the topic of keys to success, and one thing I preach is just surround yourself with the right team, the right advisors.
Yep.
I've heard problems with some of my clients had problems with factoring. Who's going to be factoring those loads? I'm probably going to do a video, one of my finance videos, and talk about factoring for folks who just new and don't understand factoring. But factoring is
a lot of people don't know what is factoring company.
It's not it's something that's in business, period. All types of industries factor, not only trucking, and but trucking is a major industry that use factoring. And we're going to get into
the factoring company save you from more headache. You know what I mean? Because let's say you take a load, I take a load for you, Jay. And then after I drop the load, I bring you the paperwork, say, hey, I'm done dropping your load. This is your paperwork, you need to pay me. You're gonna pay me like, you're gonna be like, okay, for me to pay you without taking no fees on your money, 30 days. But if I take it to the factoring company pay me next day. Because the factoring company basically, the bigger bank, they got the money, they can wait for 30 days. Me, I cannot wait for 30 days because I need to keep running. So the factoring company basically take it from me with a fee on it. Hey, okay, I'm gonna pay you in advance with 3%. And then they go after the company, they wait for 30 days. So that 3%, they don't have to pay that 3% to that company because they wait for the 30 days and they get their full money. They make the 3% off me.
The problem that factoring companies solve is cash flow in business.
Yes.
It frees up your cash flow so that you as a business owner don't have to wait 30, 60 days to get your invoice paid. You know, but choosing the right factoring company is key. You know,
it's key.
You gotta be partnered with the right factoring company. Understanding as a business owner what recourse is. You know, whether
because one issue you can have with your factoring company, and I see a lot of my carrier have that issue. Once the broker give you a rate con, the price that's in the rate con is firm. Make sure you sign your rate con. Once you give it to your factoring company, that's the money you need to get. I said my friend was having an issue with the factoring company. What he does, the broker give him a rate con, for example, $500, right? When the factoring company went to get paid, the broker be like, well, it was not 500, it's 400. And the factoring company come back to my friend, be like, hey, you owe me 100 because the broker didn't pay 500. No, don't do that. The factoring company not supposed to go for that. Hey, that's 500 that's on this paper. You sign it, my carrier sign it. You need to pay me 500. And that's it. Because once it's in the rate con, it's final. That's where you are. That's where you in the factoring company is important. You need to know what factoring company you're gonna go with. Some factoring company not gonna fight for you, but we have some good factoring company out there. They're gonna stand for you. They're gonna be like, hey, he's on paper. You need to pay me. My carrier don't have anything to do with it.
Who you factor with?
I factor with iThrive.
And that's the iThrive.
iThrive funding.
And you know, when you told me that, one of the owners of iThrive, to me, has the best trucking podcast out there. But it's called Hauling Assets, where you know he breaks down on how to really build a trucking company. And so when you told me about that, and I looked up iThrive, and I saw that as a part of Hauling Assets, I was like, that's what's up. You know, because the owner, you know, he's transparent. He showed, you know, Hauling Assets is a real good. Hell, I learned stuff about trucking, you know, paying attention to Hauling Assets. And if I was a carrier, I would definitely, you know, I would factor through them. Just
they're good. They're good. They're good like you. You see, hey, I almost called them Jay Johnson. They're good like you are, man.
I appreciate that, dog.
Yeah, they're good in business, man.
Well, I mean,
good service, man.
That's great. And how long you been factoring with them?
Hey, I've been with them for a minute now.
Okay.
I cannot even remember because I don't even count time because I'm not leaving them.
Gotcha.
I'm not leaving. I'm safe with them.
That's great, man. That's and that's just all. I think it all goes into your team, your factoring company, your dispatcher, your mechanic, your finance person, your insurance person, your tax person. Please don't forget about your taxes, trucking company owners. You gotta pay taxes on all that revenue per week that you make, baby.
Man, you know what, Jay? You know what I'm gonna tell you? Hey, if they have questions, anybody that have questions, just ask Jay. Jay will bring me back. I'm gonna answer the question. Any question regarding the taxes, what you can write off, what you cannot write off, gas card, what kind of gas card you need, what you need to do, how to get up, because we got the ELD, we got some ELD company out there that's getting off on drivers. Because once you new, you come.
You said they're getting over on drivers?
Yes, because you
Yeah,
don't know
it'll
what
become
you need.
okay.
You don't
Yeah.
know what you need. They'll be like, hey, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need this. No, you only need one thing. Don't let them sell you 50 things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they lock you in the contract. Hey, you're in the contract for 1 year. When you only need one cable, they sell you TVs, they sell you cable, they sell you DVDs, they sell you everything. You know what I mean? All those stuff, man. I think people need to know those stuff. And if they have any questions, Jay, take the questions, and when I come back,
we're gonna you know, get a more structured, you know, call, and that definitely answer some questions. You know, I just want to kind of free flow tonight, and because it's shit, what is it, about almost 11:30, and so you know, just wanted to get on here and
before we go, let me tell you this, Jay. I got this dispatching school. I do the way I do it. There's because I'm in Facebook too. I'm in all those Facebook group, trucking, dispatching groups. I'm tired of all this scam.
Why you ain't in my Facebook group?
Man, you see, you didn't invite me on it.
That's right. Well, I see how it is. No, I invite you, bro.
Nah, come on. Once I get off here, I'm gonna go straight to it. So my dispatching, what I do, once you sign up with me, the first I don't want you to pay right away. I want you to spend the first week, because I'm gonna break down what is dispatching, what is dispatch, what is carrier, what is the broker, and what is the business you're getting yourself into. After 1 week, I give you the choice to hop out or you stay in and rewrite. After 1 week, that's when I'll be like, okay, that you lock in, you're gonna pay me, and then we do the dispatch.
You give them a trial run.
Yes. Because and then I don't do books that give you a book to know. I do live training. I wake up Monday to Friday from 8 to 2 while I'm booking load. I'm getting you involved. So that's how I train you. I get you involved. You put your hands on. So that's I don't just give you books and then you go read stuff like that. Yeah.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, brother. Hey, I appreciate you coming on.
But Jay, before you go, I think you should try to train some people on financing, because the way you are, we're gonna need more people like you, man. Because if we have more people like you, those renting company will went out of business, because everybody will have a truck.
Yeah, you know what? I appreciate you coming on with me, because I hate being on camera. But when I got somebody to talk to, it's a little easier, you know, and so, but I'm going to do more financing and just the evolution of growth, especially when you get your first truck, you know, your second truck, third truck, and how to build that fleet. And even more, you know, I want to teach young business owners like yourself on how to buy your commercial real estate, you know, how to buy other trucking companies.
I'm gonna need that part, the real estate. That's what I'm.
You know, so you're gonna need a place to park them trucks, right? So you know, that's the next stage of evolution for you trucking companies that's growing, that has that growth, because you can't, you know, sometimes it's a hassle just to park your one truck in your neighborhood or your apartment complex, you know, and then, you know, you got options to rent, but hey, at the end of the day, your company needs to own real estate, you know. That's just all part of the wealth building. And so yeah, we're gonna, you know, I'm gonna get shit hot this year, man, in 2022, and put my face a little bit more on these cameras so we can talk.
Yeah, that's what I told you, man. I said, man, Jay, for the service you're giving, we need everybody to know you, man. We stop hiding. Stop hiding behind your service. You need to show yourself, man.
I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, and you know, I definitely want, you know, folks need to understand dispatching. They need to understand the insurance coverages. They need to understand financing, and in a real way. One thing I'm gonna put out, I don't sell shit. I'm not gonna hound you. I'm not gonna stalk you. Either you need help, you come to me, and that's it. But I'm not that one who's gonna be knocking down your door like, hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Or you know.
That's exactly how I am. Like, I do not promote my dispatching service. If you don't know somebody that can refer you to me, you're not gonna know me. You know what I mean? And then you might come to me and I talk to you. When I talk to you, you gonna tell me, hey, this is what you need. I might be like, hey, I won't be able to work with you because I'm not gonna lie to you to get you. No.
Yeah.
If what you need, I cannot do it, and I will tell you, hey, what you need is not impossible, but for me, it's impossible. I'm not gonna be able to work with you. Good luck on your journey and go by your day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody. I'm a firm believer in you got to find your tribe, and that's even the people you work with. As far as in business relationships, you gotta like who you work with, you know. And I don't, I don't mess with everybody. A lot of people don't like my demeanor when I'm straight up with them, you know. Hey, hey, I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I'm gonna keep it real, and I hope people respect that. You know, because
honesty.
I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Yep.
And that's that's because I want people to stay in business. You know, hell, at the end of the day, I will turn down business and refer them to somebody who, just like, when I try to refer you to somebody, but then I picked up the torch and kind of went back at it, you know what I mean? But to get you your second truck, but Will, I think I love your hustle, brother. I love what you're building on the with your carrier business and
but like I said, Jay, we wouldn't be able to make it without you, man. Because hey, Jay, I can tell you that you saved me a lot of money. You saved me a lot of money, man. Yes.
Yeah,
you saved me a lot of money, man. You see my bank statement.
Yeah,
you saved me a lot of money, man.
Yeah,
a lot of money, and I'm grateful. Every day, hey, when I go to sleep, the first person I pray for is Jay. After that, I pray for my. Oh yeah. Yeah. The first thing I'm like, Father God, I'm gonna need a third truck now. Please keep Jay alive.
I love it. Appreciate that. I need that.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
man. Come on.
I need the prayers to stay alive. I'm trying to make it some more decades.
Oh yeah. You don't worry. You're gonna have to get me 100 trucks before you're done. So you got some trucks to give me.
That's what's up. I wanted the next one of the next videos I want to do is one with Hakeem, and I want to do one with Lewis when Lewis started rolling.
Lewis. Lewis is gonna be straightforward.
And so we just talking about some of our clients, and I want to bring that real world experience with people like who own the I'm happy because I got clients who actually on the road. I call them and it's all this damn fuzz in the background because they on the road. I'm like, you out there making some money, dog. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You can barely hear them. But, and I want to definitely, bring some of our mutual clients on, and just so people can get that real world, like that raw experience from me, that raw, you know what I mean. They can get it. Who.
So that don't take. We just venting. I mean, we need somebody to come say it how it is. Like if you tell somebody you got me two truck, was it even 6 months? He's not even a 6 month period. He's not.
Yeah, less than 6 months.
You got me one in. You got me one in. Yes, you got me one in January, and I already got in. I just got another one. But if you're telling somebody, they might be like, because there's so many liars out there selling themselves like, hey, you need somebody that can come and speak their truth. You know what I mean? Because if you tell somebody you got me 2 trucks in a period of 3 to 5 months, they're not gonna believe you. It's probably hard to believe you because of bad experiences. You know what I mean? I had to come and let them know Jay is the GOAT.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. I ain't, because some people got mad at me, but at the end of the day, I can only get them approved on where their business is right now at that point. And a lot of people take that personal And that's that mindset shift. Don't take this shit personal. It's business.
It's business. Yeah,
The
it's
banks are
business.
qualifying your business, and especially when you brand spanking new, you not, it's going to be an ego trip, especially when people got great credits and stuff like that. So, but you just got to keep pushing forward, and
Yep.
Yeah, man, shit. Well, hey, and I guess I'm going to be using a little bit of profanity on this YouTube because I mean, that's I guess I ain't never money from YouTube. As long as my clients making money though, as long as they got some good insurance and some good finance, that's the whole thing I care about. I ain't trying to what's the word, monetize, build a one.
Let's try to make all our customers happy, making money. That's all that matters. Let them eat, man. Let them eat because there's enough for everybody to eat, man. You just have to be surrounded yourself with a good crowd. You know what I mean? You need some good insurance agents. You need some good finance agents. You need some good dispatcher, some good advisor, some good driver. Hey, some good factoring company, some good gas card company. And we keep rolling, you know what I mean? Let's go.
We definitely got to touch on that because because that's stuff that I don't know about, the gas cards that you can kind of we can talk about so that can educate folks.
There's company out there that will give you gas card with no credit and then nothing on your personal credit. You just started with your business, they give you gas card to start, just like that. You know what I mean? They give you gas card to start and then you pay what as you go, stuff like that. But hey, like I said, they can throw all their questions to you, Jay. Every time we come back, because I'm gonna drag you to. You need to show your face. You need to show your face. Stop hiding behind your good services, man.
Appreciate it.
If I have to come find you to film you, I'm gonna come do it. Oh yeah.
That's what's up, Will. Well, brother, hey, we're gonna call it a night, but I'll definitely holler at you tomorrow so we can hopefully wrap up your transaction.
No problem. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for having me. Hey, I hope you have a good night.
For sure.
Get the questions and we'll be back to answer the question with Jay.
Tell my homie
everybody,
what's up?
And tell everybody, if they want to come back for next session for free, subscribe to Jay channel, share, subscribe, turn the notification in. So once Jay drops something, believe me, there's gonna be some knowledge into it.
That's what's up.
There's gonna be some knowledge, so you're gonna need to follow Jay, turn your notification in, and we keep it pushing.
I needed you to be my hype man on this one. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate everything you do for At Least My Logistics, man. You have a good night. Thank you, brother.
You too, brother. All right.